You know, for years, we've all heard the advice, right? Watch out for bots, don't feed the trolls. But what if I told you a new kind of threat has emerged? One that's, well, it's smarter, way more persuasive, and it's almost impossible to tell apart from a real person. And this isn't some sci-fi movie plot. It's happening right now, and we've got to get our heads around this new digital reality.
This quote just nails it, doesn't it? It gets right to the heart of the problem. Think about it. Whenever you jump into a discussion online, you have this basic, unspoken assumption that you're talking to another person. But what happens when that's just not true anymore? When that assumption is no longer safe? What do you do when the person you're arguing with isn't a person at all? So, to really grasp how we got to this point, we need to look at a pretty controversial experiment. I mean, this thing took the abstract threat we're talking about and made it terrifyingly real. They basically turned a corner of the internet into a lab, and nobody who was in it gave their permission. Yeah, this wasn't some thought experiment. We're talking about researchers deploying advanced AI bots on Reddit, specifically in a subreddit built for, good faith debate. And their goal was simple, really. Could an AI be more persuasive than a human? The massive problem, though, was that the people they were trying to persuade had absolutely no clue they were test subjects.
And just look at the kind of personas these bots were using. I mean, this is some next-level emotional manipulation. They weren't just arguing facts. These AIs took on these incredibly personal, often traumatic identities to suck people in and make their arguments hit harder. So they weren't just testing persuasion, they were literally weaponizing identity.
So after the study was all said and done, the researchers fessed up to using 34 bot accounts. But here's the part that's really going to get you. Reddit's own systems, they only caught 21 of them. That means at least 13 bots were operating completely under the radar, and honestly, who knows if the real number was even higher? We just don't know. The biggest takeaway here is just this profound sense of betrayal, A whole community that was built on the idea of genuine human conversation was secretly turned into a lab. It left everyone asking themselves, was that conversation I had last week real? Or was I just a rat in some digital maze being prodded by an algorithm? Okay. So that experiment was done by academics, right? They had university resources and all that. But the truly alarming thing, the real story here, isn't just what they did, it's how shockingly easy it's become for anyone to do the exact same thing. The barrier to entry, it's just gone.
This really puts it all into perspective. So a digital marketer, a guy named James Jernigan, no real coding background, decided to test this out. In the past, to build a tool like this, you'd need a team of engineers, weeks of work, a significant budget, the whole shebang. Jernigan, he built a working, multi-account system in 12 hours. And he did it just by talking to a free AI chatbot. The only real skill he needed was just knowing how Reddit works. That's it.
So what this guy built is basically a tool for something called coordinated inauthentic behavior, or CIB. And let's be clear, this isn't just spam we're talking about. This is the engine behind modern influence campaigns. It's designed to make totally fake manufactured movements look like they're coming from real grassroots support. And now a single person can fire this up to sway public opinion on, well, anything. Product reviews, a health crisis, a political election, you name it. So, the big question is, how did we get here? How is it possible for one person to do all this? Well, to get that, we've got to look at the tech itself. We've entered a completely new generation of bots, and believe me, this is where things get really wild. So back in the day, bots were clunky. The first generation were just simple scripts, posting the same message over and over again, easy to spot. Then, the second generation got a little smarter. They started mimicking human timing to blend in. But this third generation, it's a total game changer. It quantum leap. They don't use scripts at all. A large language model generates completely unique, context-aware content for every single reply. It actually reads the conversation and then writes something new and relevant every single time. And this right here is the absolute key. All our old ways of spotting bots, they're basically useless now. We used to look at the content, right? We'd search for repetitive phrases, weird language, all the classic tells. But with generative AI, every single post is unique. They don't sound like bots anymore because they aren't just spitting out pre-written lines. They are writing them. So this isn't just a threat to you and me having a real conversation online. When you deploy this stuff at scale, it threatens the very integrity of, the entire internet. It creates this incredibly dangerous feedback loop that could poison our whole digital ecosystem. And listen, this isn't a what-if scenario. It's already happening. Ever since late 2022, when these powerful AI models became available to everyone, the amount of AI-generated text on platforms like Medium and Quora has just exploded. The internet is being flooded with content that wasn't written by a human, and that makes it so much harder to find real info and just generally trust anything you read.
This new reality has led researchers to call it an AI propaganda factory. And that's a perfect name for it. Just think of it like a fire hose of fake content that can be turned on whenever someone wants. And it's not just for nation-states with massive budgets anymore. Now, a single person or a really small group using off-the-shelf computers can create a system that just constantly pumps out persuasive, targeted content on a scale that was unimaginable just a few years ago.
And here's where it gets really scary. It creates this terrifying loop. See, AI models are trained on data from the internet. But what happens when the internet is flooded with content made by other AIs? Well, the new AIs start training on that synthetic data. They start learning from their own reflections, like a snake eating its own tail. We risk creating a digital world that's completely detached from human reality, where we, humans, are no longer in control of what's real online.
So, okay, if we can't spot these things by what they're saying, what do we do? How do we even begin to fight back? Well, the answer isn't in their words. It's in their behavior. We have to learn how to spot a totally new kind of ghost in the machine. And this is where we find a really fascinating paradox. The very thing that makes these AI personas so powerful, their ability to stay perfectly on message, perfectly in character 24/7, that's also their biggest weakness. Think about it. Real people are messy, right? We have bad days, we get sidetracked, we contradict ourselves. These bots, they are inhumanly perfectly consistent. So that tells us exactly how we need to shift our thinking. We have to stop looking at single posts and start analyzing an account's entire history. The question we need to ask is no longer, does this one comment look fake, but does this account's behavior over months or even years actually look human? It's a complete shift away from analyzing content to analyzing behavior. And all of this leaves us with a pretty profound change in how we have to exist online. You know, the fight against misinformation used to be about fact-checking. But now, before you can even get to whether something is true or not, you have to ask a much more basic and, honestly, a much more unsettling question. Am I even talking to a real person right now?